Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this is a journey of investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades, we do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a new potential legal resolution for MMTLP, and also going to be sharing with you the broker update, and also finishing off by having a stock analysis of ticker symbol DDOG. So stay tuned for that. Before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the market. So first headline here from Yahoo Finance, Goldman Sachs saying the 2024 S&P 500 target is likely to increase confidence of Fed rate cuts. So good news there. And what we can see from investing.com, the Bank of America Global Research now expects the Fed to deliver 425 BPS rate cuts in March, June, September. So hopefully a great year for the markets. And also in other news, we can see here from in terms of what we've been covering recently with regards to the new short selling rules, we can see here according to PK Lance, who was speaking to Gary Gensler, he's saying here that potentially we could see short squeezes as a result of this new rule. So we're going to have to see if there are any amendments. I'm very surprised that rule came in. And in other news in the market, today, what we shared in our Discord was news with regard to US State Steel. So this is being acquired by Japan's Nippon Steel for $15 billion. And I think we saw straight away an increase in the share price close to 25%. So surprise, surprise, if we have a senator here, Tommy Tuberville, who put contracts that have been paying him off recently, but Tesla puts contracts in October, those were expired worthless, but he's just disclosed a purchase of put contracts betting against US State Steel, and X is now up over 25%. And finally, let's have a look at the Fear and Greed Index right now in the market. We are just touching extreme greed. Before we look at the new resolution opinion, shout out here to Meta News in terms of reminding everybody about the open letter campaign that is currently going on, and we have a strict deadline here, December the 20th, so 2 more days. And what Meta News have stated here is over 50 House representatives are expected to sign the open letter to the SEC and FINRA regarding MMTLP, the U3 halt. So one thing to be aware is that this letter is bipartisan, and all parties and all Congress people are expected to sign. So I think it's great for you to reach out to them as politely and diplomatically as you can. I know many members of the community are doing that, and if they do refuse to sign the letter, it will be interesting to get some constructive feedback from them as to why. Now I'd like to do is provide a quick update on the broker survey campaign. So highlighted in blue is some of the additions and changes. So we have a response from Santander in Spain, and they are also not allowing transfer. And in terms of TD, we have had Surfer Susie, who's managed to get her shares into AST for free, whereas we have seen other members pay a fee of $80, and another member told that they were not able to send to AST. So lots of contradiction there from TD. And in terms of the updates of the free ones, we have TradeStation, who have stated to Everyday Walter that you are not able to transfer. However, other people have stated that they were able to transfer. So again, more evidence of contradictions there. So if we have a look at the brokers that charge a fee for transferring to AST, we can see here the key change has been for Fidelity, and a number of people here have stated that they were able to move to AST for free, whereas we can see here a number of people had to pay a fee of $100. So again, not great there from Fidelity. Let's now have a look at the new legal opinion on a potential resolution. So this is a post from Richard Hoffman. I believe this has now been deleted, but what he stated earlier is that what I have heard confidentially for the first time today and unrelated to anything I've heard or had been previously told has reinforced my belief that it is highly likely that sometime in mid to late 2024 this dispute will be fully resolved. So I'm wondering if that's got anything to do with the election. And what he's also stated here in terms of O'Brien, in response to that, he stated, I also heard the same thing, with confidence increasingly higher to solidify my previous settlement for resolution to come at some point relatively to moderately close to some time in the future, and this has come from a confidential source who is not to be identified. So if those of you who go ahead and check out Richard's channel, those of you who'd like to get further information in terms of what Richard stated, and remember he has deleted these tweets, but on this channel, Not Legal Advice with a K, what he stated is that he has previously been quite conservative. However, this time he's sharing an opinion, and it is an opinion, but he believes it's been obtained after with other information. It's subject to confidentiality, so he's not able to share, and he still agrees that he's looking at mid to end 2024. So I know many investors will not be happy with that. We were expecting resolution much earlier, but what he's also saying in the video is that he removed the tweet because it created quite a lot of attention. It created a little bit stir. Remember, there are no guarantees, but what he also stated that it does not relate to liability of FINRA. I finally like to finish off by having some stock analysis of ticker symbol DDOG, also known as Datadog. So initial DD was shared in the Discord, but if we have a look at the year-to-date chart for DDOG, we can see it is up in excess of 71%. And then you can see in the chart here for the year-to-date, there have been a number of interesting buying opportunities for DDOG. So let's have a quick overview in terms of the company. So from a customer segmentation point of view, we can see that they are strategically classifying themselves in terms of their customers into two segments: enterprise, which have greater than $100,000 spending, and small to medium businesses with less than $100,000 spending. So 12% fall into enterprise, 1.3% of customers spending over 1 million. So great figures there. In terms of growth, we can see the trajectory is noteworthy. The total customer base is expanding, and we can see a compound annual growth rate of approximately 34%, which is quite impressive. And we can see that customers with spending surpassing $100,000 has grown by 61%, and those exceeding $1 million is growing by 46%. So if now we look at the Rule of 40 adherence, we can see this is a combination of revenue growth and free cash flow. It's a crucial metrics for tech companies like Datadog, and Datadog adheres to this rule, and it's looking at a balanced approach to expansion and financial health. And what we can also see here in terms of customer retention, they lie in the exceptional customer retention. The dollar-based net retention rate is consistently over 130% over the past 3 years, and a rate higher than 100% normally indicates a company's ability to generate more revenue from existing customers, which is positive. So what do? They provide their security and platform for cloud-based apps. They focus on infrastructure, app monitoring, log management, among other services. So they are a tool that provide developers and IT to keep track of what's happening with their apps and infrastructure. So obviously I'm sure there's a huge AI angle on them as well. So in terms of platform adaptation and stickiness, they are witnessing greater platform adoption, more customer engaging with multiple products, and increased stickiness, fortifying customer retention and contributing to their brand's growth. And finally, what I'd like to finish off by is looking at building a moat, and what they currently have is a strong platform coupled with product stickiness positions Datadog well. The company's offerings not only enable customers to monitor their tech stacks for efficiencies, but also create a robust moat through effective and upselling and customer retention. So a good company there for holding in terms of the long term. So if you would like to get more DD shared initially in the Discord, details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.